Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. Welcome, 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 welcome. Excuse me, I'm still eating. Morning, darling. Morning, morning, morning. We're running a bit late. That's okay. We go with the time. How are you all? I'm back. I'm back from my retreat. For those of you that don't know, I've been on an ayahuasca retreat. Yeah, eye-opening. That's all I'm going to say on it at the moment. Eye-opening. So happy Friday the 13th. How did we get to mid-December? For those of you that are new to the channel, let me know where you are in the world. Morning, everyone. Morning, Scorpio 50. How you doing? Hi, Dawn. Hi. Hi, Anna. How are you? How are you? Where are you all dialing in from? Let me know where you're from. Let me know if the sun is shining or if it's murky and grey, as it is where I am. So, what are we doing today? Friday the 13th. Well, we're going to be looking at the shadow, of course. Tuning into the energies. Excuse me while I eat my toast. And just kind of seeing what's going on in the world. So, you're in Stoke. London is cold, yeah. Bath is raining, miserable, grey. Northampton. Do let me know where you are in the world. So, if you're new to this, I'm here every Friday morning. Coffee and conversations with Spirit. We have a little tune in, see what's going on to the collective energy and seeing what it is we need to know. So I'll start with tuning into the collective energy and then I will look at your own individual readings, see what's going on. And yeah, we just go from there. Just go from there. Long week this week. It's been really weird getting back into the swing of things. For sure. So let's have a look and see what's going on for the collective energy as you all jump on. So if you're new to the channel, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, you know, all the normal stuff. And let's just have a look and see what's happening for Friday the 13th. Morning, Karen. How are you doing, my lovely? Okay. So as it's Friday the 13th, what's going on with my hair? We are looking into the shadows this morning. So what is the shadow? The shadow is our ego energy. Where are we not wanting to go? What is it that we don't want to see? God, my eyes are really watering. So let's have a look and see what comes up. So scribe. Persevere with knowledge and information. So this is the shadow energy that's coming up. The shadow that is altering facts and plagiarizing other work. So what are you being shown that you're not becoming aware of? What is it that you already know where you're kind of turning away from? And we've also got angel as well. This is very interesting. Look at all the pink in there. Look at all the heart energy. So this shadow attribute of this is acting innocent or angelic. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. God, I hope that's not directed at me. Well, you never know. You never know. You know, Friday the 13th energy brings up a lot of different... I know what this is about. Okay, because we've also got mystic, being in touch with the divine. So where do you take on spirituality but don't really integrate it in your life? Where do you take it on and you don't walk the talk? This is what this is about, where you go, oh yeah, I'm spiritual and I like that and I understand the way the world works, but actually you don't integrate it into your life. which is, you know, very common, because a lot of times what we do is we take the bits that we want to take and then we leave the other bits. So, you know, just be aware of this is what your guides are bringing into you at the moment, is what areas are you looking at but not integrating into your life. So you're still kind of holding yourself back. You're still up in your head energy. Remember, the shadow energy is our ego, and the ego has a place for everything, but we kind of need to drop down into our heart energy to really kind of understand what it is that we're being shown. Hi, Linda. Lovely to see you as well. I had an amazing time off. It was very enlightening and very transformational. Let's put it that way. I'm still integrating a lot of it, of what's going on. I would say that ayahuasca is not for the faint-hearted. Let's just spray some cleansing energy and grounding energy. And it brings up a lot. So and it's interesting that we're talking about the shadow, because what ayahuasca does is that it will bring up every kind of insecurity, every dark crevice that you try to avoid, and kind of slap you in the face. That's how I would describe it. And the more you resist it, the more it kind of really comes up in your face. And the more you can accept it, love it, and not be fearful of it, the more you kind of flow with it. And then it's just the most beautiful experience. So there is a real yin and yang to the experience of ayahuasca, for sure. So yeah, it's been a ride. Yes, it is the day of the goddess. Of course it is. I'd forgotten that. Thank you, Dawn, for letting me know that. So we've got the feminine energy also coming forward as well. You know, because the menstrual cycle is also actually 13 lunar cycles, but it's, you know, we've taken out the 13th cycle and made it 12, but there is a big element of that that's going on. So let's just have a look and see what else we need to know for this 13th, Friday the 13th. I feel like it is a lot of heart opening. There is a real need with this energy at the moment to get out of the head, the shadow side, the egoic side, and drop into the heart. And really kind of focus on what it is you're being shown and why you are resisting it. There is a resistance energy in and around, and that's the shadow element, which is always just good learning, you know. So I don't want all those, just one, please, Spirit. So those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Coffee and conversations. Oh my God, I love this. This is why I love doing the lives. So seek a wise elder. Seek a wise elder. So what this is about is that when the shadow element comes up, when we had the 12-12 portal, and portals always open up your experience. They always enhance the experience. And what Spirit is saying at the moment is, you know, speak somebody that has, or speak or source or find somebody, or allow them to bring into you somebody that has more knowledge than you. You know, when we used to go back and we used to go to the elders in the tribe, it was always a wonderful experience. We embraced people that had more experience, that were wiser than us, and listened to their experience to grow and develop. And there is a real need for that at the moment in a balance of the masculine energy with the feminine energy. Let's just get one more to that. What else? And seek. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Hello, hello, hello to everybody that is jumping on. If you're new to the channel, then let me know where you are in the world. And at the moment, I am tuning in to the collective energy. I will go on to the individual energies as we move forward. So I knew this was going to come up. Oh, okay. So we've also got the sacred journey and pilgrimage, and we've got the divine feminine there, along with the masculine elder. So this is about the balance. This is about what part of your masculine energy or your feminine energy comes up and that you resist, you know. And this is not about gender. This is about the masculine energy is about moving forward and pushing and creating. The feminine energy is getting more in touch with your emotional side, allowing things to come to you. Today is the goddess energy. It is about embracing that. But the other card that we've also got, which is beautiful, is integration, death and rebirth. So we've got this transformation energy coming in. And look at the blueness of that. A lot of throat chakra, exactly the same as my jumper today. So we've certainly got some throat chakras that are coming on. The throat chakra is very much about voicing who you are and being comfortable with who you are and being comfortable with where you've grown, where you've got to, where you're going, and not having to listen to anybody else's I'm hearing ideology in and around that. Now, we've definitely got spirit with me because that's not a word that I would use. So, you know, wherever you are within your situation, you know, seek out somebody that can advise you, seek out somebody that can guide you and take you on an understanding of where you are within your journey and what it is you need to work on, because that's the shadow aspect of it. This is definitely with these two cards, the angel and the mystic, this is definitely on a spiritual basis, even though obviously that's where I sit. It doesn't always come through like that. So the fact that I've got two cards in and around that is very, very significant for me and for you that are watching. So you might be wanting to develop your psychic awareness, if you want to be developing your spiritual journey. If those of you that are interested in developing your psychic abilities, I have a new course that is starting on January the 6th. There's still time. It's online, but it is live online. There's 10 sessions that are live where we really look into all your spiritual psychic developments and really work on that on a small group, intimate basis as well. So do check out the link in bio wherever you are and have a look at what's going on there, because for some of you that's very significant of what that is coming in. Okay, hello Anna Marie, how are you doing? Lovely to see you all again. Hello Babs, how are you, my darling? What is so lovely about doing this on a regular basis, it's so nice just to see. Oh, hello from the Netherlands. That's just where I've been. I've been in the Netherlands on my retreat. It was cold, I have to say. Next time I might do it in Costa Rica, I have to say. Somewhere a little bit more warm. You did a breathwork journey for release and it was mind-blowing. Yeah, we did a lot of breathwork integrated with the ayahuasca. Yeah. And that was very, very powerful and very mind-blowing. I feel like I've been in a little bit of a bubble for the last 2 weeks. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at today. That's where we are. We're looking at the shadow energy. We're looking at the things that rise up, that tell you not to do it, that hold you back, that sit you in fear. This is about balancing your masculine and feminine energy, but also stepping forward and change. You know, remember, we're going into the 2025 energy. It's a totally different energy than where we are. We're still in the tail end of it. We've got the winter solstice coming up. We had the 12/12 portal yesterday. We've got the new moons. We've got Mercury going direct again, I think, which is next week. It's a lot of astrological things going on as well, which are going to sort of throw you off course. So hello to Ontario in Canada. I bet it's cold out where you are. Do let me know where you are in the world, guys. It's really lovely to know where we are all tuning in from. And also, if there is a time, I am going to schedule another time next year. I know I've been saying that for the past 6 months, where I do another live, because I know 10 a.m. is not the best time for everyone. If you wanted to see another time, what time would you want for me to do a live and tune in? So hello to Yorkshire. Hello to Plymouth. So nice for you to join me all. Hello, hello, hello. Anyone got any sun? But they all asleep because they're on a different timeline. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with today. I'm going to leave these cards here so we have remembrance of them. Right, what decks are we using today? We're going to use my decks. We've got the Warrior of Love Tarot, and we have got, where's the Oracle deck? Rise of the Warrior Oracle as well. So these are the two decks we're going to use, and we're also going to integrate some of the shadow energy as well. So if you would like a reading, this is where I tune into your energy. Do give us a like, do give us a thumbs up, do give us a share. It's a lovely energy exchange. So this is where, oh God, my camera's just wobbled. You know, bear with me, slight technical malfunction. There you go. It's a little bit wobbly. My stand is broken, so you're actually held up by a bit of sellotape. We're really technical here. Let's just bring that down a little bit. It's like when you start touching it, it all goes wrong. Okay, so if you would like a reading, do let me know what you would like a reading on. Do give me your name and date of birth. Give me an emoji. And yeah, let's see how many people we get through. Now, I always say this, the way my guides work, my main gift is I'm a clairsentient. So, but actually, after last week, my clairvoyance has really taken a step up. How my guides work is that they do piggyback. So if I don't get to you for readings, there's a lot of you on here already, do listen to everybody else, because there will be a theme that comes in. And as we're working with the goddess energy and the shadow side, I feel like that's where we're going. So do have a look. Let's have a look where we're going. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Dawn, this is for you, my lovely. Okay, so Dawn, we've got these lovely cards. It's keep the vigil, justice will triumph. And look at all those beautiful colours there. This is the Glastonbury tour, which is actually really quite close to me. I'm very lucky that I live in this great Leyland area. And also I've got Return from the Underworld, Engage Live. So look at that, Dawn, because I know that's really going to resonate with you, that card. Actually, what I'm getting is very twin flame energy, and I know that that will also make sense to you. I feel like what you are going through and have been through is a real upgrade for your energy. See how you can hear it in the throat chakra that's coming in. And we had that was well with this card, which is the integration and death and rebirth. So sometimes when we're going through an upgrade, we can't always see it. We can't always understand it. Where it's got stuck is in the throat chakra. I feel like, you know, go scream into a pillow or something like that. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like a little niggle, like I want to just scratch it. You know, when you just like have a scab and you just want to scratch, that's what they're making me feel like. It's like it's just an irritation now. I feel like most of the transition has been done. I feel like you're coming out the other side, but there is there's going to be definitely an upgrade within your spiritual gifts. Keep the visual because justice will triumph. And I feel like it's like, don't give up on it just yet, but don't integrate it yet. So what I mean by that, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but that was the word that they gave me. It's like you don't want to reattach to it. It's like it's over there, and it's just about understanding the energy and what it means for you and for your own growth rather than the other person. So Dawn, let me know if that makes sense to you. Yeah. Okay, where else are we going? Let's have a look. Thank you, Abby. Gorgeous deck. Thank you. Right, let's pull a card for you, Abby, and see where we're going. The other deck that I am using is Cheryl Yambrat Rose. It's Through the Eyes of the Soul, which is, it is a beautiful deck. This is the local, it's all based in and around Glastonbury. She must be a local artist, definitely. Do you know, Linda, who was I going to come to? Abby, I'm going to come back to you because Linda, I just saw your message out the corner of my eye and I got an absolute yes. It was so clear. So let me just tune in and around that for you. They're saying to me is that there's been a big progression in self-love, self-evaluation, really kind of stepping back, not in a runner chaser mode, but really in that divine feminine energy where you're just allowing things to come to you, which feels much more stable, much more balanced. And the way that it should be as well. I don't feel like that's been an easy road. I feel like there's been many humps in the road that have taught you a lot. But what it's brought in, so we've got the storm warnings, which is about, but even when that's come at you, I feel like you've kind of sort of stepped back and just let the energy go on in and around you. But what you're doing is you're sitting in forgiveness, you're sitting in self-love, you're sitting in, that there's a see, throat stuff. This is always how my guides work. So also, Dawn, you need to look at your throat chakra. Linda, you also need to look at your throat chakra. So there is an element of stuckness in the throat chakra. This energy, this transformational energy is where you let go of something and you move into another place, is about, there is something around the throat chakra that needs to be voiced, that needs to be said, that needs to be told. Even if you say it out loud to nobody else, there is something in and around you as well. So, yeah, let's just put a tarot on that as well for Linda. Oh, 2 just fell out the bottom of the deck. Okay, we've got Temperance and we've got the Hangman as well. So Temperance is very much about soulmate energy. It's very much about reunion. But I don't necessarily feel that this is with somebody from the past. I feel like this is somebody new that's coming in. I feel like stepping out of that old energy is something that you are transitioning to do and are coming out the other side. They're showing me, everything they're showing me with you, Linda, is in sort of waves. So I don't know if you live in and around the sea, or the sea very much resonates to you, because they're also showing me a boat as well. But I feel like there's an element of water in and around your frequency that has a real significance. We've got the Lightworker card as well, so you will definitely understand that. So I hope that helps, my darling. Let's just have a look. All right. So Victoria, I don't understand what you're saying. 55/76. Don't understand that. So if you can put that in a different way, or unless that's 5th of the 5th, 76. I'm not sure what that is. So let me know. Let's have a look. Abby, that's where I was going. Let's pull a card for you. Abby. Oh, Abby, the first card they show me is the Sun. So I feel that things are really moving forward for you. I feel like March is very significant for you as well as you go into 2025. They're showing me a big sunflower in March. So I don't know whether sunflowers you have that resonates with you. Interesting, because March is the 3rd month, and I've also got Rise of the Warrior 33 cards. So there's another message in and around the number 3, which is for you. A true spiritual warrior overcomes many hurdles. I feel like that has definitely been your path, but this is a change that's coming in. I feel like the shift astrologically, if you're going into a new transit, that is something that's definitely coming in and around March of 2025. Also see what life path that you are on, because I feel like that will have a significant, I feel like numbers are really interesting for you as well. I feel like there is a need to let go of control. If you haven't, I feel like you kind of have, but not totally. I feel like you have, but you haven't really, if that makes sense. And also nothing has gone wrong as well. So sit in the energy of trust, sit in the energy of belief. You are moving forward, and you know, I always kind of think, well, December's sort of over now of where we are. Also, another 3 cards. So we've got the 3 of Swords. So 3 is definitely a significant number for you, or definitely a significant time. I feel with the 3 of Swords, this is an energy that you've broken free from. Do we ever completely break free from pain? You know, it's always there floating in the background, but I feel like you've done a lot of work on this and you've done a good job. Okay. Okay, trust your intuition. We've got the High Priestess card. I feel like there is healing that you're definitely working through at the moment. Again, you're not out the other side, but I feel like there is a message coming in of where it is you need to go. And that just might be a message from your guides rather than a human form. So, you know, really take some time to get quiet so you can start to connect with your spirit guides and really understand the messages that are coming in. So one thing I will say about connecting with your spirit guides, it is one of the biggest things that I get asked. I do have a meditation, a free meditation that you can download off my website. If that is something that you are looking for to connect with your spirit guides, my psychic development course starts in January, and that will be one of the modules that we're looking at, how you really get a connection from your spirit guides and how you start to understand in the language that they're speaking to you. But the meditation that you can download from my website is completely free. So thespiritualwarrior.uk might help if I give you the the website, but it's in all the links and whatever. You know that, guys. Okay, let's just have a look, see where else we are going. Okay, Victoria, can you just get a card, please? Yes, you can. Victoria, what does she need to know, please? What does she need to know? Abby, you are more than welcome, my darling. Good things coming in. Victoria, please. Victoria. Does Victoria need to know? Okay, things are definitely moving forward for you, Victoria. We've got the Chariot card, but what I'm getting with this is that there does definitely need to be a balance up. When I say like I don't know, I do kind of know. I don't know why I'm saying I don't know. It feels like there is an imbalance within your lifestyle. So whether that's work, play, rest, sleep, I feel like your energy is quite tired. I feel like you do a lot. Your energy is quite wizzy, and there is a need to kind of like decompress is the word that they're giving me. It's like that's kind of what I feel like. It's like very much of just trying to like taking a breath and letting things integrate. This is one of your problems why you can't integrate, is that you're on the go all the time. Let me know if that makes sense for you, Victoria. Vic, you're on TikTok under Vic, so let me know that makes sense for you. I also feel like, you know, taking in the warmth and just sort of sitting down. We've got the 58 card, which goes into the number 8. I feel like this is about, you know, it's like, what do you do in the summer? You just kind of sit and you rest and you chill out and you watch everything kind of move past you. I feel like there is something in and around this, but rather than the heat, it just feels like relax. It's like they want you to relax and just kind of like chill out a bit. There is a massive need to do that. Morning, Sally. How was Hong Kong? 5 weeks. What a great trip. What a great trip. Let's see, Victoria, what else does she need to know? What else does she need to know? Okay, this is so beautiful, this card. Okay, be curious. Look deeper. Let me just show you that. Be curious, look deeper. And I feel like that, but it is kind of going with the flow. This is very much, we've got heart energy going up to the throat chakra. So again, we've got the throat chakra up with this. There is definitely a need for you, Vic, to stop. Just stop. Really kind of look at everything that's happened this year. Because I feel like this is really going to make a difference. I know what they keep showing me 2026, but they're just like flashing the number in my face, and I have no idea what it's about. I've asked them what it's about, but I don't know if that makes some resonance for you, if you've got something big going on in 2026, or whether that would be a significant year for you. But that's what they're showing me. Not too sure why, but yeah, that might be something to take on board and have a look at as well. But slow down, be curious, go deeper into the energy, and they will show it to you. So if you are resonating with these readings and you would like a personal reading, then all my offerings are at the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. Please watch out for scammers, guys. They will contact you. It's not me. It's not me. So please be careful of anybody that contacts you. Report them, block them, do both. It's a scam. I don't reach out to anybody, and really you shouldn't do a reading with anybody that reaches out to you. And anybody that reaches out to you and says their guides have said they've got a read of you, definitely don't do a reading with them. No. Well, I would advise you not to. I have a live calendar, so you can see my availability. I work quite late on some nights because I have a lot of American clients on Zoom and also face-to-face if you are in and around where I am. So if this is resonating with you and you would like a more personal reading, then you know where to go. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we going back to? Okay, Catherine. Sunflower. I love the sunflower. 1st of the 1st, 1972. Daily guidance. 1st of the 1st, 1972. Oh, so you've got a birthday coming up soon then. You have a birthday. Okay. I'm feeling like a lot of new beginnings going into next year. They're showing me like a hill, but it's been like a stepping stone. So there's sort of steps that are going up. It's not actual steps, but it's more like you've been climbing kind of a steep hill, but it feels like, or mountain actually. So it feels like there's been a lot of growth for you. Last 3 years have been very, very significant. And I feel like it's taken you to higher places. Don't give up. Like if you're feeling like, my God, I can't do this, absolutely don't give up, because things are about to balance up. We've got divine laws. Divine law is very much around, it's also the 47, which goes into the number 11 card as well. So you are being divinely guided. And look at all that beautiful pink energy there. Can you just see it? Like I said, it's like that's what's rising up for me. It's like have belief, have faith. Keep going into your third eye and crown chakra. That definitely, it's not that needs developing, but it needs fine tuning is what they're saying to me. Again, get a little bit more quiet. You know, guys, people ask me this all the time. It's like, how can I tune into my guides? How can I, understand the messages that I'm getting? How can I develop my spiritual awareness? Like any sort of relationship, it takes time. You have to spend time with that person, with that energy, with that spirit to understand how their way of communication is. It's like how their communication comes in and how you can understand what it is they're saying. But it's not like, okay, well, some people just wake up and just know. For most, it's a progression. It's an understanding of where you're going and how they can give you guidance on that. So okay, so Catherine, what I would say at the moment, you've got war zone come up. So I feel like that's very much the ego. So I feel like you're having two different conversations with yourself. And this is about getting balance. You know, very much what I talked about today, goddess energy. Really sit in your divine feminine energy. Take a step back. Sit in that divinity of who you are and what feels right. So you need to get out of your head, your ego, drop into your heart and get the feeling and take action on the feeling. This time for you is very, very much in balancing out the energies. And let me pull a shadow card for you, because I do feel like, you know, you're kind of getting distracted from the shadow. Okay, so you've got the Knight card, and this is so in its light, it's about loyalty, romance, and a love of honor. So it's like, you know, and even that love of honor to the self and really taking you to where it is you want to be. The shadow side is a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. So really not seeing the situation from a balanced state, really seeing the situation from the egoic state, which you don't want, because that's going to be misalignment. That's why you need to get out of your head and drop down into your heart. So I hope that that makes sense for you, Catherine. Yes, very true. Great. I'm glad that you understand that. Okay, let me just have a drink. Oh, Sally, well, I hope that Hong Kong was amazing for you. I'm sure it was. Happy to spend time with friends and family. Yeah, so good. Oh, Trina, I'm so sorry about last night. What a mess up that was. I mean, I would say you clearly weren't supposed to get the reading last night, but that feels like I'm not taking any responsibility for the mess up. And I do, but I do think that there's something in that. So, Trina, WhatsApp me and let me, I'm so sorry, and let me know when you're available, and I will fit you in either today or over the weekend. So I just don't know what happened. And I was like, why is she not getting back to me? And then I went to pick my son up, and then I couldn't WhatsApp you back because I had no signal. Anyhow, I'm so sorry. I don't like letting people down. It's the time of year. I'm still trying to catch up from being away for 2 weeks and really not doing anything. My plan was to very much go and post, and I took my cards and I took my tripod, and I was going to do lives when I was away. No, absolutely was not going to happen. Two of the lovely girls that I was with bought my decks from me, and so that was just Spirit's way of going, no, you need to rest. You need to integrate this process and trust, you know, you can walk away from stuff. And actually, this is a really interesting lesson is why they're bringing this forward to me now, is that, you know, sometimes we get a bit frantic and we hold on to stuff. And then we hold on to stuff because we think it's going to go. So whether that's relationships or whether that's business, because the business, I have a relationship with my business. So it all comes from the heart. You know, that sometimes you can just step away, rebalance yourself and come back and everything's just still the same. And that's fine. You know, if you lose people, you lose people. And if new people join, new people join. You know, everything is as it's meant to be. And that is something that the ayahuasca really, really taught me is, you know, really whatever you're shown, love that. That's what I would say. Whatever you're shown, love that. Because when fear kicks in, it gets very disjointed, and this is what the shadow energy is. This is what we're getting taught at the moment. So yeah, I will do a blog on my ayahuasca retreat because it was a lot. It was a lot. Anyhow, all right, let's see where we are. Right, who else are we? Okay, Anna Marie, you're overthinking things. That was just quickly saw your message, and that's what they said to me. You're overthinking things. You're in your head. You're in your shadow energy. In what it's like. It's just sometimes it's just moving forward, and even if that's not the end result, it's the stepping stone. You know, if you're guided to do something, you know, sometimes you've got to take that leap of faith and do it. And you might not know why, and sometimes that's okay as well. Well, it is okay, not sometimes. It is okay. That's part of the process of just trusting, going with the flow, letting go of control. Let me just pull a card for you, Anna Marie. Ah, yes, Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, it's like she's grounded. She knows her worth. She knows where she's going. she can create what she wants when she's in that grounded state. So there is a need for alignment. There is a need to draw the energy down. They're showing me a lot of gold in and around your auric field. So you might want to do a meditation where you're pouring in this beautiful gold energy down through the top of your crown and integrate that through in and out the body, and really just be like sovereign, being in a sovereign state, in a sovereign energy, and that you can make the decision for you. I feel like that's very important for you at the moment, and that's why you're getting confused, because you're not trusting yourself, which is really, really important. Okay, where are we going? Leanne, 20th of the 2nd, 85. 20th of the 2nd, 85. Okay, we're doing for time. 20th of the 2nd, 85. 20th of the 2nd, 85. What does she need to know? It's like you're having a coming out party. That's the only way that I can say it. There is something very much about, okay, so all your cards have come up in the reverse. Okay, so that means different things to different people. All your things have come up in the reverse. So what's that meaning for me is that you've got some good cards here. Some are good in the reverse, but it just means that your energy is a little bit out of balance. So the first and foremost thing that you need to do is very much in balancing out your energy. It feels like your solar plexus energy. Just bear with me. Your solar plexus is really out. That can come about from a shock, from a trauma, from an upset, just through, it's like something's been knocked out of you, like knocked out of the cells. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Where have you gone, Leanne? Let me know if that makes sense, because your solar plexus it's like you're sort of kind of reacting. It's like there's a fear base there that's out of alignment. And it almost feels like impossible to get it back in, but it can. It's like believe in the process, is that I want to say. You have got the Magician in reverse, so this is definitely one energy that you need to realign. And we've also got Journey by Moonlight, believe in the magic. Now, for me, these two are definitely linked, because a lot of creating in the magic is about our own mindset. It's about understanding and trusting where we are going, and really believing and making even bad situations to turn around and making the positive out of it. If you can take a step back and really see why you've experienced that, then that becomes a great growth tool for you. This is what we're talking about today. This is how my guides work. They piggyback on all the information. So we're talking about the shadow. We're talking about what's holding you back, what's getting stuck. It is very much the energy. This is where we started, by going in and balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. This is not gender. This is about the two parts of us that get integrated. And certainly when our chakras are out, so you could do a chakra cleansing, just look on YouTube. Reiki would also help that. There's something in and around that needs to be realigned. You're coming out of a cycle of healing, and also it could have been Dark Night of the Soul for you. That's definitely the energy that I'm getting with this Hermit in reverse, but I feel like you're coming towards the end of it, and where you'll step into is a much more grounded place. So the integration is coming in and around for you. Leanne, you've just ended your 6-year relationship. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense. So that's where that solar plexus is coming in. It just was like, oh, I made the right decision. What am I doing? It's like, so really work on the energy. So you've taken the decision in the physical. Now it's like you have to realign it. You've taken this now you have to line it in the spiritual. So it's like that integration has to come in, but that will also take time. That's where that Dark Night of the Soul, that's where that healing is starting to come about, or let it come about, because you have blocked that in, like, oh, I'm okay, just move on. No, sit with it, sit with that and let it integrate throughout you, even the good bits, the sad bits, the all of the bits. That's how we move past through that. So I hope that makes sense to you. Sending you lots of love and light. Let's have a little look. Okay, Sally, let's have a little look. Okay. It's interesting because I feel, Sally, this is for you, that his energy is a little bit distorted at the moment. That's where he's sat. He's kind of figuring out your stuff. And what they've got for you is protection. So that's really, really interesting. It doesn't feel like it's the right time to think about reuniting on any level other than, just for what you need to do, get your stuff back. And I feel like his energy is not, like, he's sitting in the shadow at the moment for sure. And they show it's like his head is all like wrapped up and bandaged up. Not that he's injured, but it's very much like caught up in his own stuff at the moment. So I feel like his response felt like a little bit sharp and unnecessarily sharp. Blunt is the word that they give me. So I wouldn't take that to heart. I would just think, that's just where he is at the moment. I feel like things are not progressing for him in the way that he thought that they would, and it's just best just to go and get your stuff and just leave that one at the moment, because I just feel like it's like he's not in the best headspace. And also part of that is that you shut off that channel for him, so he's not able to, you're not hosting his energy anymore, so he feels that energy very, very different from you. And also you've taken a step back in that you're not chasing or anything like that, you're just kind of getting on, you're doing your own thing. And that brings out people's bad side, because they go into their rejection. And I do feel like he's got an element of rejection that, that is what he's working through at the moment. Doesn't sit comfortably with him at all. So, yes, that's where we are there. So, where are we going? Where are we going? Let's have a look. Okay, Babs, let's have a look where you are. Babs. It's really interesting. When I tune into your energy, Babs, I get a lot of throat chakra stuff. It really, really feels like you're on like this precipice. This is the card that they're showing me. This is the card that I got from the very beginning. It was just the regeneration, death, and rebirth. And I feel like there is an element of that, of what you're going through. And it feels like there's a big change coming in. So I don't know whether with your work or with your personal life or everything of the above, I'm also hearing is that there's a lot of change. I do feel like Spirit are trying to redirect you into another area with regards to work. So with your work, I don't know if you're just doing something because it sort of pays the bills and it's not your ultimate passion, but I do feel like you need to look at where your gift is, and look at somehow integrating that into your life, and whether that's making a business or whether you do something in it just for sort of fulfillment. But it feels like there's a little bit of push and pull with your energy at the moment in where you're going within your work. And it's like you're trying to take the same path, but they want you to take a different path. I've been feeling that for a while. Like there's definitely something coming in, definitely. Okay, so you struggle to figure out what you need to do. They're showing me like brainstorming. There's like it's like this piece of paper, and it's like arrows that go there, and that goes there, and that goes there. And I feel like there needs to be a creative process, Babs, in and around this. So like get a vision board, and do it something like creative, and do it something like fun, and put all pictures on of, places that you want to go, things that light you up, things that just make you feel fantastic, what the dream would be if you could take away the fear, and that aspect. And I feel like the hours will go, and then you just sit and spend some time looking at it and spend some time focusing on it every morning. But you just like, okay, for 2 minutes, I'm just going to sit and look at this and see what inspiration that you get, because I feel like that is very, very important. Astro Tarot, what will my theme be in 2025? Well, just the small questions then. If you would like a reading, a breakdown reading in your 2025 year ahead, I do have a couple more of these that are available. They're on my website, spiritualwarrior.uk. They are discounted until the end of this year, and then next year, in January, they're going up. It's a 90-minute reading looking at an in-depth process of 2025 and where you're going, where your transits are, and everything in and around that. So, that is what is happening. So, Serena, thank you very much, my darling. Thank you. Guys, do give us a like, do give us a follow, do give us a thumbs up. It's a really lovely energy exchange. Remember that I am here every Friday morning, 10 a.m, coffee and conversations with spirit. So do join me, do put a reminder on so you know when I go live. I'm on all the channels. And looking at the general collective readings and general collective energies, seeing what's going on, and then tuning into all you lovelies and see what's going on for you. So it's a lovely energy exchange. If you share this to people, if you just put a little comment in, thank you, thank you, thank you. And make sure that you come back and see me next week. So nope. Artana, I don't really do yes and no questions because there's so much more depth to it. But no, he won't apologize. Not for a while, that's for sure. Anyhow, it's just stubbornness, stuck in his ego. That's certainly what's going on there. So sorry about that, but I have to give you what they give me. Serena, good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you to all these wonderful new people that have jumped on here every Friday morning. Sally, really appreciate your advice. You are more than welcome, my darling. Lovely for you to tune in again. And thank you for all the guys that I know you do come on every week and come and chat to me. It is lovely. It's just very nice. Just general, Serena. Okay, my darling. General. What is it you need to know? It's very interesting because what they do is surround you with a lot of purple. It's like indigo and purple lights. It's those different shades of purple. And that is, it feels like they're kind of embracing you, but embracing doesn't feel like. There is a protective energy in and around your energy at the moment. So I don't know if you feel like you're sort of outsourcing a lot of your energy and that it's being sucked in different directions, because I feel like that really needs to be brought in. It feels a little bit imbalanced outside of your auric field. I've also got the card of nothing has gone wrong. And again, look at this purple energy. This is very much of what I'm getting. There is a need to very kind of sort of sit back, protect your energy, but go into your third eye. I feel like that's why they're showing me all this purple indigo light of reflection. There needs to be a time of reflection before you act. So it's like what they're showing me is you're kind of just sort of sat there, and it's like you're the observer. So you're just sort of seeing this. It's almost like watching a film. You're like watching everybody do what they need to do, and you're just observing the movie. So it's very interesting, but you're not integrating your energy with it. It's like I'm just sat here and watching you all do your thing, and you're able to see things very, very differently. And I feel that's going to be very empowering for you. So just keep in mind that nothing has gone wrong. Take a step back and really watch and observe from a different place so you can integrate it. I hope that makes so you feel very disconnected. I feel like there's a need for that. I feel like the disconnection, you need to be disconnected from the situation so you can observe it in a different way. I feel like that is exactly the point of what it is. So don't worry about that. There is definitely a need for that so you can sort of see things without being drawn into it. I think that's really, really important. So just trust the process, definitely. Trust the process. Okay, let's see where we are. Good morning, beautiful U980. How are you doing, Joe? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's draw you a card and see what it is you need. Oh, lots and lots of change coming in for you, but in a good way. In a good way. Let me just... I feel like if you feel like you're up against time, Joe, then don't worry about it. Like this is the distortion of what you're seeing. Serena, thank you very much. I speak to Archangel Michael a lot. Well, if anybody can guide you, Archangel Michael that can. So yeah, just tune into that. This is very much about trusting your intuition. And sometimes we get disconnected when that happens. So yeah, trust the process. So where are we going? Joe, good morning, beauty you. I feel like there's lots of change coming in, but you need to let go of this thing around time. Time is an illusion, and you're getting caught up in this. It's like, I don't know whether it's like, this time of my life I should be with somebody, and it does feel it feels like I should have achieved something by now. If things haven't been progressing in the way that you wanted to, you are coming out of this kind of void. Hang on. That's weird. So don't worry about that. Try to, detract from this time thing that keeps coming up with you. Focus on where it is you want to go. Focus on the dream. Don't let go of the dream, because that's still there. It may not be flowing to where it is you want to go, but it will. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've actually got the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So you're either going to really integrate with things that you love doing, or you're going to integrate with somebody else. And you've also got the Star card. So these are amazing. These are amazing. Trust the process, because it's all coming about. Remember, sometimes as we come up into the winter solstice, that things can just get a little disconnected. There is always a reason for that. Trust the process. Sometimes we get what we want, not always what we want. We get what we I don't know. I'm channeling. I can't even remember what it is. We get what we need, not what we want. Thank you, Spirit. So there is an element of that. Trust what you're being shown, because everything is a reflection of you. So on some level, you are calling this in, whether this is for your own growth or whether this is for your own shadow that you are currently feeling and currently having the need to experience, because it's part of what your higher self is calling in. So my darlings, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do give us a like, do give us a follow, so you know when I'm live again. I am back next Friday, 10 a.m, coffee and conversations for you to join. We'll have a chat with Spirit. Bring a cuppa, bring a coffee, or whatever your tipple is. Love and light, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care.